Now what we will see in this video, we will take the coin which is not unbiased. Here is biased coin, and such coin which will be not exist in reality, but it is possible to make. It is not normal coin, it will be abnormal coin. So if we toss the coin one time, there will be not only two possibilities. There are three possibilities. First possibility is of getting heads. Second possibility of getting tails, and third possibility of coin staying like this. There will be no head and no tail. Coin will be like this. Okay, it is very difficult for normal coin, but in this coin it is possible. So for that I will write N. It is not anything, not head, not tails. And if you see the probabilities are like this. They are not equally distributed. Probability of getting heads, let's say it is 35%. Which means out of 100 we can get 35 heads. Probability of getting tails is, let's say, 55%. Because it is abnormal coin, so it can be anything. And probability of not getting anything is 10%. Now here is that game comes. Now there is game. Here is game that whenever you want to play, you have to pay 30 rupees. You have to pay 30 rupees. So that will be entry fee. So entry fee for this game is 30 rupees. And what you have to do in this game? You have to just toss the coin. Remember that coin is not normal. That is this coin, abnormal coin. Whenever you get heads, you will get 100 rupees. Now in this part, X is not number of heads, it is the amount after getting the outcome. So that amount will be depend on outcome, what you will get or what you have to pay. So whenever you get heads, you will get 100 rupees as a reward. Whenever you get tails, you have to pay extra 20 rupees. So we will pay, which means we will receive negative 20 rupees. Just in mathematical terms, we are paying 20, which means we are receiving negative 20. And when there is nothing heads or tails, then we will get 20 rupees. Positive 20 rupees. So at these conditions, what you will decide? You will decide to play or not to play. Okay, there is no condition that you have to play only once, only twice, only thrice. You can play for your rest of the life, for all time you want. But what is the important part? Will you participate in this competition or not? Because if you get heads, you will get 100 rupees. That is 70 more than these rupees. Correct? 70 more than this. But remember, when you get tails, you are paying already 30 and you have to pay more 20. So what you will decide? To play or not? And if you have decided to play, can you explain why? And if you have decided to not play, then again why? Because everyone can decide according to him, according to understanding of him for this game. So let's see what is actually happening. So whenever I have to play, I have to pay 30 rupees. So 30 rupees are for sure going from me, which means when I get 100, I am not getting 100. I am actually getting profit of only 70. 100 minus that 30. Because I am paying that 30 and receiving that 100. So I am writing here just 70 as reward. And in tails, we are paying here 30 and here also we are paying 20. So 30 plus 20, in total we are paying 50 rupees. So it will be negative 50. Which means we are receiving negative 50. We are paying 50 rupees. For this part, for not anything, not heads, not tails. Entry fee is 30, which means we are paying 30, and here is 20. We are receiving. So 20 minus 30 is 10. So here is 10. Actually negative 10 because we are paying more than the receiving amount. So this is the only part we have to see now. This is the total profit outcomes, profit or loss. Whenever we get head, we have profit of 70. When we get tails, we have a loss of 50. When we have not anything, not heads, not tails, we have loss of 10. Now will you decide to play or not? Because if you observe the probabilities, total probability of loss is more, it is 65%, and probability of profit is 35%. Okay, let's assume you have decided to not play here. But what if conditions are different? Probabilities are same, but entry fee is different. Let's say entry fee is only 20 rupees. Instead of 30 rupees, let's say it is 20 rupees. Or let's again increase it furthermore. Let's say it is 25 rupees. So for X and P is the same only. Oh, it is P, not Q. It is P probability. It is only 25 rupees entry fee now. So 100 minus 25 will be 75. So there will be profit of 75 for the another game. There are two games now. You have to tell me which game you will select. Of course, you will select now this game because here entry fee is less. But on what basis you will select the game if there is only one game, not two games? Here was penalty of 20 and you are paying 25 as entry fee, so it will be negative 45. Just the same what we have did here, I am doing here. And here the reward was 20 and the entry fee was 25, which means we are losing 5 rupees. Now what we will do, I will just write down the probabilities 35 upon 100.
Here is 55 upon 100 and here is 10 upon 100.
Let's say we have played 100 games. When we will play 100 games, there are 35 chances of winning, means getting the heads. So 35 into 70 is 2050. So after all, after playing 100 times, we will get 2050 from heads part. Let's see what will happen for tails. Out of 100 games, 55 games will give us tail. It is probability. It will not for sure that it will give us only 55. It is just probability. So 55 into 50 is 55 into 50 is 2750. So negative 2750. The meaning of negative sign here is we are paying that amount. So we will receive 2050, we will pay 2750, and for this part 10 into 10 is 100, so we will pay more 100 rupees for next 10 games, remaining 10 games. So if you calculate this on average for all games, it is possible that you will of course lose something, because these numbers, addition of these numbers is greater than positive number. So we will subtract now, and answer of this 2050 minus 2750 will be negative 700. Yes, it is negative 700, and here is negative 100. So negative 700 minus 100, it will be negative 100. So whenever we will get this as negative, we will decide to not play. And this part is actually known as expected value. What we are expecting. And the formula for expected value is just x into p. A summation of x into p. So it is summation xp. Meaning of xp is here what we are receiving into what is the probability of that outcome. So 70 into 35 upon 100. Actually we will divide by 100 also for that part. So here it will be finally, here it will be 20.5 here it will be 27.50, and here it will be only -1, and when we solve for all this it will be -8, but it is obviously negative, which means our expected profit or expected returns is negative. So why we will choose that? Now we will move towards this game. So in this game, in same way we will calculate what is the expected value, what is the expected returns. 75 into 35. So we will just get calculator here. 75 into 35 upon 100. It will be 26.25. And it is positive, which means we are getting on an average for every game. For every game we are receiving approximately 26.25 rupees from heads. From the part of tails, what is happening? 45 into 55. 45 into 55. It is 24.75. 24.75, and it is negative 45. So we will subtract this. And here is -5 into 10 upon 100, it will be -0.5. So when we solve this will be 26.25 minus 24.75, it will be 1.5, and 1.5 minus 0.5 will be +1. So here value is positive. It can be anything, not necessarily one only. It can be anything, but it is positive. Whenever the expected value E of X is positive, we will select that part because the returns are positive. Returns are increasing, or we can say it is giving us something as profit. And here, when expected value is negative, we are receiving the loss. So we will not do this. We will not select this game. We will select this game, but how we can decide at what entry price we will have no profit, no loss. So whenever expected value is 0, we will not get anything. So how the expected value can be 0? So let's check. Let's see how to get that part. So many competitions are based on the prices calculated using this part only, such that there is possibility that they can get the loss or they can get the profit, or even there is possibility that no one will receive profit or no one will receive loss. But obviously in many competitions the entry price is set in such way that they will always make profit. They will always make profit. In such way the competitions are set. But to get balanced competition, that not on the side of competitors and not on the side of the persons who have arranged that part. So let's take X and P. P is same, it is 35% for now.
35 upon 100, it is 55 upon 100 for tails. And for not 80, not tails, it is 10%.
Now what are these values? Actually this 100 minus entry P. We don't know what is entry P. Let's take it as head. Yes, it is head. And here it was -20 minus Z. So actually we are paying Z as entry fee, and we are also paying 20 rupees extra when we get tails. Here it was positive 20 minus Z. So Z is just the amount of entry fee we require to get no profit, no loss. So we will see what is the expected value of this, and we know to get no profit, no loss, expected value must be 0. So whatever this will be 0. So 35 upon 100 into Z upon 100. So 35 upon 100 into 100 will be 35. 35 upon 100 into negative Z will be negative 35Z Z upon 100. Then minus 20 into 55 upon 100. So 20 into 55 is 1100. So it is negative 1100. Oh, 1100. Okay, divided by 100 is also there. So it will be 11 only. So negative 11. And then negative z into 55 upon 100, it will be negative 55z upon 100. Here it will be 20 into 10 upon 100, which means 2, and it is positive, so we will add that, plus 2 and minus 10z upon 100. So we will just combine the variable part and we will take all the constants on other side. So here is 35 minus 11, it is 24, and 24 plus 2 is 26. So it is 26, and everything is now in negative sign, so it must be minus 35 plus 55 plus 10. It will be of course 100, and 100 upon 100 will be 1, so it will be just z. Then 0 is 26 minus z, so z must be 26. Value of z must be 26, which means the entry fee we have to fix for no profit no loss will be 26. And that's it for today. Thank you.